Greetings friends. Yesterday, September 30th, coinciding with the release date of Rover Network's TarantulaX, which I already talked about in this video above, a unit of this fantastic new DePIN miner, which I was so eager to try, arrived in my hands. A big thanks to the Rover team for this amazing opportunity to be one of the first to have it, even before it hit the stores. That said, as I mentioned, I was super excited to get it and receive it so soon. I was so excited that I couldn't resist. I opened it and tested it right in the car on my way home after picking it up from the post office. Of course, I recorded the whole process, and that's what I want to share with you today. So today in this video, we're going to check out the unboxing, setup, and its first kilometers in action. Without further ado, let's get started. Before anything else, apologies for the video quality, especially during the unboxing. It might look a bit shaky because I had to do it inside the car by myself, under somewhat awkward conditions. You might notice the camera moving a bit, but it's really tricky to do in those circumstances. Alright, as you can see, the packaging is simple. A sturdy cardboard box with a plastic blister inside that wraps around the GPS antenna. It comes with its USB power cable, which, by the way, is about 3 meters long, so you can place it anywhere in your vehicle. I was surprised by the size and build quality of the antenna. The round part of the antenna is larger than I expected, though not excessively so. Maybe because I've had simpler, smaller USB GPS antennas in the past, this one felt a bit bigger. But that makes sense, given that the TarantulaX offers much better performance compared to those antennas. Next, the weight stood out. It felt a bit heavy, but appropriate for its size. This is because the base of the TarantulaX has a strong magnet that lets you attach it to the roof of your vehicle without worrying about it moving or flying off while driving. However, this point is debatable. Although the manufacturer recommends placing the antenna outside, specifically on the roof of the vehicle, for my first test, as you'll see below, I didn't do that. Instead, I placed it inside on the dashboard, next to the windshield. Interestingly, I still managed to get the maximum connection quality with the Geodnet RTK network, which, as I mentioned in my previous video, is used for achieving the highest precision in geopositioning. Now that we've got that covered, the next step was to start using the TarantulaX. First, we need to connect it to the Rover app, which is currently only officially available for Android. Although, according to the Rover team, the iOS version is in beta and will be officially released soon. For this setup, we'll be using the Android version. To install it, go to the project's website, rover.network, and in the download section, download the APK. Once downloaded, install it and grant the necessary permissions. Now we have our app up and running. The first time we log in, we need to create an account with Rover, and in my case, I linked it to a Gmail account. Next, the app asks for various permissions, such as location, etc. After that, we connect it to our Solana wallet, where our weekly rewards will be sent during use. I use Phantom, but if you use another one like Solflare, it will detect it as well. We link it, and now the app setup is complete. Now we just need to connect our TarantulaX antenna to the app. To do this, we power it from a USB port in the vehicle. In my case, I connected it to this charger I have in the 12-volt cigarette lighter socket near the dashboard. Once connected, there's no visual indicator to know if it's working since the antenna doesn't have any LEDs to show its status. So, we simply go to the app, tap the option to connect our TarantulaX, and in a matter of seconds, it connects via Bluetooth and performs the necessary checks. During this process, it asks for location permissions, which of course, we grant, and it finishes quickly. The video is in real time, and as you can see, the process is really fast, which is great since we'll need to repeat it every time we want to connect it for mining while driving. We can't afford to waste time waiting. After that, we tell the app we want to mine using the Geodnet RTK network, and it connects quickly. The app asks for permission to use the camera during operation, and we accept it. And that's it, everything is set to start mining Rover points while driving. Just don't forget to hit the green play button to start mining, otherwise, it won't map your route, and you won't earn rewards. After a few seconds, as I mentioned earlier, we can see that the RTK network status changes to wonderful, even though the antenna is inside. So, we begin our trip back home, driving 10.3 kilometers. I've trimmed and sped up this part of the recording to avoid making the video too long. Once we reach our destination, we stop the mining and disconnect everything for safety. In my case, I disconnected the antenna from the charger to prevent any potential battery drain. I doubt this would happen since the cigarette lighter only works when the car is on, but better safe than sorry. Alright, now it's time to see how much we earned. To do that, we go to this screen on the app. And even though it accurately recorded the 10.3 kilometers we drove, our Rover points balance shows 0. Don't worry, this is normal. Rover rewards are calculated on a weekly cycle from Tuesday to Tuesday. In our case, the points for this trip should show up in the app next Tuesday. So when they do, I'll make a quick video to show you how much we earned, helping you gauge the earning potential of this project. I'll also include a nighttime drive in that video to confirm that thanks to the high-precision geopositioning of Geodnet, Rover Network can still map accurately at night, something similar projects in the space can't do. Back to the topic of rewards, I think this is one of the few areas where the Rover app still has room for improvement. Even if we don't receive the tokens until the following week, it would be great if it displayed how much we've earned for each trip. That way, we could see how they accumulate over the week and get a sense of how much we're going to receive. That said, I trust the Rover team will take this into account and continue improving their product. And well, that's all I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you found it interesting, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Also, I'd really appreciate it if you left your comments or questions in the section below. Finally, if you also want to get your TarantulaX and start mapping now while the project is still in its early stages, when there's the most potential to earn, remember they're already available and ready to ship on Freshminers.com. Plus, if you use our coupon Jardinfi, you'll save €25 on your purchase, which is pretty sweet, right? So, with the coupon, you can get your TarantulaX for just €144 plus shipping. That's all for now. Thanks so much for watching the video all the way to the end. See you in the next one.